Greetings, 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 Taurus. This is Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. I hope that I'm finding you well and in good spirits. If you are new here, then I just thank you for being back, yo. Like, it's always a pleasure to share this space with you guys. And if you are new, it's my pleasure to have you, to connect, to grow together. So, okay, Taurus. So, your intuitive message is lines and corners. Lines and corners. And the energy, of course, that I pick up, and I'm not even going to go into the energy. I'm just going to tell you the poem, okay? Because the poem says all of it itself, okay? It says, crafted to control space, create borders, to suffocate and manipulate until I fall in order. Stop signs drawn in sand, rendered utterly powerless with a simple wave of my hand. Lines and corners. Subtle demands, fueled by altered perceptions, convinced that the abstract is to that for acceptance. I color outside the lines, authentic expression. Guess I'm not designed for easy digestion. Lines and corners. Relentless barriers trying to erase me, reveal to me these powerful facets that gleam. So, into that stale box, fashioned like a wind, I ain't getting in. So that's the vibe. It's like, what do lines and corners create? Lines and corners create boxes, right? Lines and corners create boxes. So this is saying that whatever is trying to box you in, keep you within confines of whatever is accepted in your group or in your society, it says that you're breaking free of that. Okay. I also, because it's talking about eccentricity, it's talking about like I said, coloring outside the lines, not needing to fit into any one group or other group. So Taurus, it's interesting that this is your energy, since you are like opposite Scorpio, and Scorpio tends to be like okay with that energy as well, right? Taurus though, I feel like would probably fall into that like unwillingly. They would fall into like they wouldn't try to do that. Like, not to say that Scorpio is a try hard or nothing, but it's just I'm picking up on energy of like just naturally falling into something that's between the lines, okay? Or just naturally always falling, like I say, between groups, being on the outside of this group and outside of that group, okay? Kind of, so you're like them, but you're not them, right? I also feel like there's something else too. It's that line that says, "Guess I'm not designed for easy digestion." It says, I feel like there's something that's talked about. I need translation, or when you're going to need translation to understand who I am. You're going to need a translator. You know what I'm saying? To get me, to understand me. So I do feel like there is someone trying to translate who you are, or translate your energy to other people, explain you and your behaviors and what you like, but I don't think they know it all that well. But you know what? I'm hearing that there's multiple translations out there. And I'm asking you to think of people's opinions of you as translations of you. Okay. So like when people make an opinion of you, it's really just their translation of your energy. Okay. It's their translation. And when translations are built up on people's personal understandings and experiences, let me write that shit down. Opinions are just people's translations of your energy. And their translation is based upon their perceptions, which are built of or made up of past experiences and understandings. Let's go, Taurus, helping me. Come on now. Let's do it. All right, so I love it. I love that energy coming through for us. It's saying that you need to be taking on this new perception about what that means, okay? what it means to be put into a corner. What happens when you're put into a corner? You're made to dig into the depths of your being to come up with a solution. Okay. And when you're in that corner, it's just you're going to have to use your own inner resources, your creative mind, your drive and will to get out of this corner. So you would just have to do that. So that's what I'm hearing. It's like lines and corners, complexity of life, difficulty in life is actually the catalyst for acknowledging or bringing to life your power, your creative genius. It also brings inspiration. You know, was it Say Rock? She say, my heartbreaks and hardships turn to rapid epiphanies. So it's saying those difficulties turn into gold when it comes to lessons that you can share out with the world. And in her case, be admired for it, or have a life career that's based on the fact that she transmuted that experience into power. Okay, she let it add to her. I'm also picking up on just talking about her in general. Sarah, she has a lyric. She says that they say that she's too masculine, that her message is too harsh. She needs to relax a bit. And so it's something about being different, but there's a power that comes with being that person who is different. When you see her, she's a very feminine energy, but you also see a definite power that walks with her. Now, but when she opens her mouth, you see all the warrior up in her when she opens her mouth. So I do feel like, I'm also hearing that like big things come in small packages. Don't judge a book by its cover. Like you might see me and think I'm one thing, but I'm actually that in like 10 other things. It reminds me of like people coming towards me like over the last year or so who were meeting me for the first time after like knowing me on social media. And they were like, oh, you're not vegan, or, oh, you're this, or you're not that. And there's a lot of things that they have built up in their mind just based upon what they saw. And so this is also one of those things like, yes, I'm that. No, I'm not that. I'm this interesting mix of things. Maybe that doesn't fit the bill for what you consider me as. Like if you consider me a leader, and a leader to you looks like boom, 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 boom. But when you meet me, that doesn't look the same way. That's cool. Now, what is the lesson there for both of us? You can automatically say that someone was presenting a falsity, or you can admit that maybe you just jumped to conclusions and then created a picture of that person. All right, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Yeah, like you put someone on a pedestal. Okay, stop putting people on pedestals. I'm hearing that right now. All right, so lines and corners. What do we want to talk about? Now, as usual, guys, these messages that come out now don't have to resonate with our intuitive message, but they might. We got the Six of Wands. Okay. I'm hearing some in the Queen of Cups. Somebody is mastering their emotions. That's for sure. I feel like someone is also having victory over some type of spiritual warfare or some type of attack of character. Okay. I see an energy attack of character. These people don't be happy. Look at them faces. They don't be very happy back there. Even though they're there and they're putting on the parade, it's like, it's despondence. They're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But either way, I do feel like there's a sense of overcoming. Was it Capricorn? Yep, Capricorn's reading says harmony found. So I do feel like there's some way that this is tied to that reading. You know, I do feel as if there's a sense of restoring some type of like giving you credit, like giving you your flowers. I feel that, like giving you your flowers, especially if people were like questioning you or doubting you somehow, then it makes sense. It's like on the flip side though, yeah, with this money, King of Pentacles. So I do, yeah, with the Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. Now, again, also, I feel like this is romantic too, because it feels like you do have success over something, but even the people who are celebrating with you are not happy for you. So I need you to know that. And I think that people won't understand whatever this is. Okay, so if there's a union between you and another person specifically, people won't necessarily know why that's happening, and they won't understand the compatibility or the connection. It'll be something that other people don't get. Okay, and that's okay. as long as they don't try to come up against it. Do you have the star here at the bottom? So I do feel like definitely a sense of wish fulfillment. Did it fall? No. King of Wands is falling out. Yeah, and I feel like you focused on me. You focused on you. Oshun say, I see the pain decrease when I focus on me. So I do feel like there was something here about kind of like about a journey, maybe a breakup, some type of journey between two people. And I think that you had to focus. You had to really tune in your focus on your craft, building your unlocking your own gifts, really exploring your creative talents. So I feel as if something could have served as a blockage if it would have stayed around with you for a while. So if you were looking for confirmation about why somebody left, the spiritual reason, it's because whatever you needed to explore your own creativity, you needed to see yourself, you needed to be able to exist as a whole being without someone else. Okay. And it just feels as if there may have also been a whole lot of heart. I feel like you did some work in your heart, some healing in your heart. And this is green. It looks yellow on the screen, but it feels like that heart healing, like you're following your heart or you're letting your heart be your guide. What else do you have here for Taurus? What do you have here for Taurus? Nine of Swords. Okay, with the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords, again, like I said, you see the pain decrease when you focus on me. Okay, now with the Nine of Swords over here with the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups is clarifying between them. So I feel as if that there was definitely some type of breakup or discord between the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles, but both are in their right nature. So I don't feel like it was necessarily conflict between the two. I feel like it was competing, like not competing, but it was two understandings that were conflicting. So it was not that there was complete, like it was not compatible. It was just that you two didn't find the point of compatibility. Okay. Yeah, so there was a point of compatibility and you guys had a hard time finding it. Okay. It wasn't, or maybe even if you did identify it, the attention got drawn somewhere else. Okay, it feels as if the Ace of Wands is at the bottom now. So Ace of Wands for me is often a reignition. Okay, reigniting something. So maybe this is something that's maybe your twin flame. Maybe your twin flame has been enlightened. Okay, or maybe you're being enlightened about some type of twin flame journey. Maybe that's why people don't understand it, or maybe that's why people have come up against it, because in the physical world it doesn't make sense that would be able to come together in that way, right? So like this sounds like something like say the girlfriend cheated on the boyfriend and the boyfriend's mama is mad, like, yo, she cheated on you, you don't need to stay with her, whoop whoop whoop. But the son has some feeling that that's not supposed to be the end of the situation, or many other situations can play out, but he feels a draw that, no, I'm supposed to be here working on this. Like, I'm supposed to give this another chance. Well, the mom, in her own feelings, she might also have her own pain tied to that same thing, right? But she may feel as if, you need to move away from it. And so that's what I mean about not understanding the dynamic, okay? Because twin flame journey is a little, if you don't tune into it and tune into yourself, it'll be hard to understand, right? Page of Cups. Okay, but I think this information is coming. There's a lot of people here, so that's why this Six of Wands makes sense. I'm also hearing there's a lot of spectators on this journey. Some people are just watching to watching. Some people are watching because they want to copy what you're doing. They want to have your ideas. They want to copy. Some people are watching because they think that they have something that they can offer you. Other people are watching and they're in remorse that they didn't stick with you and commit with you, or whatever this is. So you have lots of eyes on. Yep. See, judgment. Yep. So that's why I went through what each person was thinking or what they were feeling, because that's what they're going through this judgment. Okay. And judgment is not good or bad. Judgment is just a coming to understanding, or like, hey, this is what it is, right? And it's followed by the devil and the 10 of cups in reverse. Okay. So I do get the feeling that you do have a sense of people being called to judgment, but you are going through, this is, what this is making me think about. This is making me think about Jesus, carrying the cross through that in the movie The Passion of the Christ, right? He was carrying that cross through that group of people, and they was beating him, and they was hurting him, and they was throwing slurs at him, and they were just doing all this, and Christ just kept going. He just stayed focused on the mission. Okay. And you had the King of Wands, you had kings up against him, you had women, you had distraction, you had fear, people who didn't get it, didn't understand. You had all these people that Jesus had to go through, this crowd of people, right? These crowd of people he had to go through in order to finalize or to materialize the promise of forgiveness, of healing, of what's the word, savior, of a redemption. So that's what I'm saying. It was like, this looks like Jesus or a Christ, someone who has a light or a mission or something, some type of mission that they were given to follow, journeying down a path. And you have all these different people with their opinions and their understandings looking and taking action against what Jesus was doing. Okay. All right. Jesus was trying to save mankind, physical mankind. He was trying to save mankind, or help raise the consciousness of earth. Okay. He was trying to do that, but there were many people who came up against Christ. Okay. And so that's what I see here. Now I say come up against, but remember, we say that there was not just only people coming up against Christ, but there were also people who felt as if Christ's mission or Christ's light, Christ's word was true. So he did have disciples. He had people helping. And I mean, I'm picking up on like Mary Magdalene, Mary, the Marys, or Mother Mary of Jesus too. So I'm picking up on these women who offered healing, who offered insight, who offered just general support to Jesus while he was going through this journey. Okay. So that's significant for somebody. And so those entities can show up however they show up in your life, but this is definitely what it is. It's definitely a judgment period. Okay. For everybody involved. Okay. Wow. That's like, it's the rapture. It's the rapture. That's what it is. It's the rapture. Wow. Taurus. God's chosen. Wow. Okay. This is the year of the bull, isn't it? Okay. All right. We'll let y'all go with that. Whatever that does for you, let it do it. Okay. Whatever that does for you, let it go on and do that. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we have for Taurus. That's interesting. The rapture. Mature woman. Anchor in reverse. I just heard somebody's giving up. Yeah, somebody's giving up the fight. Somebody's giving up the fight against. And it's not just a person. Let me tell you, it's not just a person. Now, in your story, this may be a person, but there is the distant horizons. But this is more about someone or an energy lifting or being defeated. Okay. My phone buzzed under me when I said defeated. So this is about an energy being defeated. Whatever blockage this enemy put into place has now been lifted. There's no there's no veil, there's no boundary, there's no blockage. Okay. We are ascending, because remember, the snake is not just deception, but it's also ascension. Okay. It's a quantum energy. It's ascension. Okay. Progress, intellectual insight, higher knowledge, higher wisdom, okay, that you get through this cyclical motion of going through this, going through that, learning this, overcoming that. That's what that represents. Also the Kundalini. So Kundalini, often people specifically tie it to the twin flame relationship, right? Because they say that when you're connecting with a true twin flame, or someone who matches that high vibration of you, or who is bringing a higher vibration into you, then you can have a Kundalini awakening, okay, through tantra, through sexual intimacy. Okay. So that's also speaking about that somehow. Okay, no. They said, why you put them cards back? Take them cards out. Okay. So I have what other one was that right there? Yeah, okay. So journey, the maze, occupation, and unexpected income. Okay, so look. So the unexpected income is really just the gift. It's like the crown or the confirmation or the reward for knowing that you did a job well done. Okay, so this would be someone who is in power, who's someone who had the authority to say yes, your time is done, or to release you like from prison or something like that. That would be someone, a God. It would be God or the universe saying, okay, here's your just reward, or here's your pat on the back for a job well done, basically. Because look at this person's hands are all tattered, or his clothing is all tattered, and this one's really polished. And they're giving this coin. It's unexpected. I think it's a success. I think you did something. You accomplished something, and now reward is coming to you by way. Now I feel like something could be coming from Europe, from the UK, or some kind of like currency, like some currency that's not it's not your currency. It's a different currency. So I do feel like there is something there about that. And then, like I say, journey, then you have the maze or the labyrinth, and then you have occupation. So I feel as if, there have been people trying to separate even you just from your work. They don't know what it is. They don't know. Okay, so you could be a spiritualist, a worker, like a therapist, a spiritual therapist, reader, tarot reader, psychic, meditation specialist. I mean, you could be whatever that you do spiritually to help people on their paths. Someone didn't understand this. Okay. And again, if we're going back to that twin flame relationship that people don't get, this could also be this. Like, this is more than a love relationship. This is a divine occupation. Okay. This is a divine occupation. All right. It was a journey that was growing me and building me and preparing me for my assignment here on earth. All right. So I think, and okay, let me just say this too. They got 3443. So that's another 77. We do have 777 here now. So I feel as if there's definitely abundance that comes as a reward for your dedication to higher pursuits. A reward coming to you for your dedication and commitment to higher pursuits. Okay. Now yours might specifically be standing in the uncomfortable spaces where you didn't have acceptance. Nobody was understanding you. Nobody was seeking to comfort you. Nobody was there for you. Okay. So that's one of the things that you were here to teach. You're here to teach. Oh, I'm hearing this. Jesus spent time with the least of thee. Jesus be talking, Jesus spent time with the least of thee. So if you were down and out and you were still holding your faith and you were still being there for other people, you were still showing up in the way that you were giving, the message you were given was to show up, and you did. No matter what your circumstance, you're about to be rewarded for that. Okay. You're about to be rewarded for that, because even though people didn't get it, they were paying attention to increments of the story, and God had the whole view. And you had more view than they had, for sure. You had more view, even though you didn't know what the path looked like. You knew what you were given to do, right? You knew what the instructions were. Okay. So I love it. I love it. I love it. That sounds very empowering. Okay. That feels like you are very much empowered with your personal truth of who you are, and in this situation, who you love, or what you know your divine mission is. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing that there is a father figure or a person in your family who has control or dictates your money, like Britney Spears. Someone who has control of your finances and dictates your money. Okay, somehow. And then that person served as a sense of opposition. You have a mother here. This person could be super intuitive, psychic, or even but this person is a mother figure. Okay, now this could be a child's mother, because we do have the Page of Cups. So this could be a child's mother, like your co-parent, or it could be your own mother. Who is this other person? The King of Wands. Okay, I feel like the King of Wands is your own lower self. Okay, the King of Wands showing up as your lower self. You may have some sense of addiction to something, and you had to battle that through this journey as well. Okay. I'm also hearing the fire, because we have Mars, destruction. So I feel like the King of Wands was also the fire that you had to go through. Okay. It was the lion's den. Okay. That you were placed in. And then you had to question if you were ever meant to win. Ooh, 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 You said, God, look at this den I've been placed in. Was I ever meant to win? That's what you said. That's what you said. That was your prayer. You were down and out. You was going through it. Let me write my poetry down. This is in the fire. You was in the lion's den, begging and pleading. Was it ever meant for me to win? That's what you was doing. Okay. And so, okay, we got Cancer energy here showing up, and we have Mars. So I do feel like I say masculine force energy. This was actions and behaviors that were rooted in fear, in survival, in anger, like people trying to maintain their position, people trying to get back at you, people, that's the energy here. That's the energy that I'm feeling. People feeling like they needed to, exercise like aggression towards you, and however that manifested, because I feel like some of it was covert. Okay, what about this Nine of Swords? Is that a person too? Oh, Nine of Swords is one of the actions. Okay, so they were creating mental confusion, or trying to isolate you, make you depressed, make you wonder if you're doing the right thing, things like that kind of stuff. All right, so ship. Yeah, but you going places, yo. You going places. Can't nobody stop my shine. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Okay, so that's what this is. Yeah, they try to complicate your situation. You see that? They try to complicate circumstances in your life, lead you astray. But ain't no need to fear the devil, baby, when God show up. Okay, ain't no need to fear the devil when God show up. Okay, so we got going places, Mars. Yeah, God came and swooped you right out of this situation, or whooped down on them in this situation. It feels like, honestly. Woo! I don't feel like this was super harsh for some people. For some people, it was just that they had to see that the thing that you stayed loyal to was actually true, like it actually was a thing. So the dog is showing up in reverse. So I feel like, yeah, they try to break up your loyalty. They didn't want you to have loyalty to this person or to this thing. Whatever they had to do, they didn't want your loyalty to remain with this person, okay? A very supportive friend, sibling, peer, pet, faithful companion, loyalty, and devotion, right? But you know what? You dedicated yourself to this. You want another lyric? They'll find God through your faith and devotion. They will find God through your faith and devotion in what you were given to do in the path you were meant to walk. Come on, Taurus. Come on, Taurus. Look. Woo. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. They'll find God through your faith and devotion. Okay? After all this commotion, they're going to find God through your faith and devotion. That's already a lyric, but I might need to add to that. What do I mean by find God? They'll realize they're God's self. They'll realize that, oh, divine plans are a real thing. Oh, we have divine missions. So God talks to people, like literally talks to people. These are things that people will be saying, oh my God, that God really gives people the power of healing. Oh my God, God really takes the form of other deities. Oh my God, God really, it can be reverenced through song or through eating or through dance. This is what's happening. You're having mass awakening is happening because of your faith and devotion. Okay. Libra, justice. Yes. Bringing justice to the situation. It's not about personal justice per se. You know what I'm saying? It's about the bigger picture here. Okay. The bigger picture is that you're leading people to Christ consciousness, to Buddhahood, to priesthood, to their native practices, to freedom from whatever's bonding them down. Like whatever, you're leading them out of the maze. Don't have to be a maze. Okay, Morpheus leading Neo out the Matrix. I don't need oracles. I ain't Morpheus. I am still a young queen, mother, baby. What it do? Okay, so that's it. That's you, Taurus. Still the young queen, mother, baby. What it do? Okay. So now whether you male or female, same energy. Okay, you emperor or whatever that would be. Okay, for you. But I do get a sense that you have victory, and whatever calling is about to be shine, whatever calling you've stayed faithful to, is about to be publicized. It's about to be publicized, okay? A real big way. Some people will feel uncomfortable with it, but they will still be moving into the fold because of you, okay? All right. All right. I just heard not moving into the fold, they'll be stepping out of the fold. Okay, Spirit, correct your girl then. All right. So let's see what your romance world is looking like real quick. Okay. It's popping out of this. Pop in. Love yourself first. You know what I'm hearing with this? This says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. If you are the one that's receiving this confirmation about who you are, about your gifts and how valid you are and how you really are doing the right thing, if you're receiving this first, if you're receiving this right now, this says, give yourself a little time to bask in this before you decide that you want to share it with I'm not meaning like in a healing capacity. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to romance, if you're just now becoming acquainted with your own power and shit like that, you might want to give it a little time. Okay, I'm hearing another message. You don't have to wait. You can trust yourself. Okay, so both messages apply for somebody, but one or the other is going to apply for y'all. It says you don't have to wait. You have finished it. You can now move forward knowing that whatever choices you make, you've learned the lessons of honoring yourself, knowing who you are. You've done the job. The self-respect, self-love, all of that is about honoring. The highest level of self-love is to align yourself with your life purpose and your mission, to put yourself before the needs of others so that you can properly serve the needs of others. Okay. So, I do feel like there's a sacrificial energy here. Okay, sacrificial energy, and it does just so happens that we're talking about Christ. Okay, but I think this is talking about your sacrifices too that you've made during this time, right? The sacrifices that have been made during this time. This is saying you are no less than when you began. You are much greater than when you began. You are much greater than when you began. Okay, so if you're feeling a little tired and down and out, it's saying pamper yourself. Come to the healing chamber. Let me give you a sacred bath. Let me give you a massage. Well, not me, but let's get you a massage. Let's get you some Reiki. Get into the salt saunas. This is what they're saying. Recharge right now, because you've been through it. You've ascended, but now you just need to let yourself be in that ascension. You need to test out your wings, get comfortable, let the tension and the soreness run out of you. Okay, that's what I feel. Love yourself first. Because a romantic person is okay. Yeah. So now I said you don't have to wait. Your power is intact. It says it is safe for you to love. You don't have to wait. I'm also hearing too, as you move into. Okay, some of you had to solidify your own faith. You had to find your own footing in your faith and your spiritual practices and beliefs before you could have an authentic partner, because whatever this purpose is that you have on you is big. And so whoever goes with you has to know how big it is and has to know that their role is also big. You deserve love. You are lovable. So I do feel as if now that you have aligned yourself with your faith, now that you know that God is in you, you can recognize God in other people. You don't have to belittle people. You don't have to put people down. You don't need them to live life your way. You are God, and now that you recognize your God self, you don't have to downplay that self, lack of judgment or for fear of judgment or criticisms. So I do feel as if this is saying that not only in romance, but I just feel like you went through all these trials and everything that you went through so that you could be certain about who you are in this next chapter. This romantic partner is coming, and it doesn't feel like they're going to challenge who you are spiritually, but it just feels like you can't be questioning it. You can't be questioning it. You have to have a good relationship with your faith, with your spirit, because if there is any opposition, you need to be able to stand strong, okay, and not let that be just automatically a deal breaker, because it doesn't have to be, right? All right. I love it. The hammer. Rebuilding yourself. See? Rebuilding yourself. It says, make sure that you commit to this recharging period or this self-love chapter that you're in right now. Make sure that you commit to it like you committed to that sacrificial ass chapter, okay? You were committed, okay? Be just as committed to your happiness and your rebuilding of this new life and this new love that's taking place. Self-indulgence, twin flames. There's the confirmation right there for y'all. Okay, see, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Yeah. And if you do those things and you give time to those things, then the wedding rings are here. Union can happen for you right now. There's no wait. It said it's safe for you to love. Then religious factors showed up over here too, but I didn't share that because the message was already being said. So hammer, self-indulgence, and twin flames. I do feel as if what's behind? Okay, mirror. Yep. So twin flame, this person's going to be a mirror of you. And if you have any uncertainty about your faith, then when this person shows up, then you'll still be working through that cycle with this person. You'll have to come to terms with that with this person if you don't accept it now. Okay. So just save yourself the problem and just handle it. Okay. Okay. Whatever questions you have or doubts you have, just go ahead and address them now, so that when this person shows up or returns, you don't have to go through that then. Unnecessary struggle. Joy. I just heard, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. That's a gospel song, y'all. This is it. Is it this joy that I have? This joy that I have. And I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the song goes like, but that's the only part that came to mind. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. It don't leave if a partner leave. It don't leave if a person don't like you. It don't leave if you have to change, move states. It don't leave. The joy is yours. It's within you. It's from you. You radiate it out, and you create it in your environment. You radiate it from my solar plexus is shining brighter than my necklace. Okay, yeah. So it's like, solar plexus on fleek. Okay, on fleek, and you radiate that out. Okay, you refresh people, you give people energy when they're lacking. Okay, and you don't have to worry about running out because you're channeling from divine source. Now you're not trying to give you're giving God to people who come into contact with you. Complacency. Okay. Self-worth. You know what I'm hearing too? This joy, your joy is somebody has what's that called? Destination addiction or something like that, where you feel like the next place is where you'll be more happy, or the next place is where you'll be more happy. Been there, done that. Okay. Been there, done that, y'all. So this is a message about complacency. I just feel like with it being root chakra, I do feel as if it's saying something like, you can be happy anywhere. And once you realize that your happiness is within you, you just choose things, because the choice is not determining your happiness. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness is in you, and you can just go about choosing things. And if they bring more happiness, cool. If they don't, okay. You make another choice, right? I love that. Self-worth is here to say, you got a seat in any room. I feel that too. You have a seat in any room you go in at this point. So take advantage of it. All right, then. And I also hear you coming out of the cold into the warmth of some sunlight. Okay. Whatever you felt, if you were feeling rejected, like I said, shunned, judged, ostracized, criticized, freaking beat up on, spit on. If you were feeling all of that, you coming out of the cold, and the light is beaming. It's beaming on you. And I'm hearing, look, I'm hearing you. This is you. You already feel you had these minor victories, and now you're on the way to take a throne. Okay, wait, you on your way to dethrone somebody. Who you about to dethrone? Rulers of darkness in high places. That's biblical too. Rulers of darkness in high places. That's who you're dethroning. Rulers of darkness. Okay. All right, let's move on. That was interesting. Yeah, so this is waiting for you. I just heard Daenerys dragons. Daenerys. Okay, Khaleesi coming through. Khaleesi's dragons. Khaleesi's dragons have already burned away or melted away everything that need to be around right now. So like your angels, look, angel, a snow angel. So yeah, so Khaleesi's dragons, you are Khaleesi. You slayed hella dragons, Taurus. You've been slaying hella dragons. Okay, Khaleesi. Many territories. Okay. Remember I said you got a seat in any room you go to? Heck yeah. That's like the president. When the president goes to places, they have seats and tables that don't nobody sit on any other time. Like, but when the president shows, that's his thing. And it's his thing no matter where it's his, no matter who is there, that's his table. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they could have I don't know, they could have a random ass banquet and the president ain't gonna be there. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting in the president's seat though, because that's the president's seat. And it don't matter where they go or when he come back, that's his seat. So there's something about that there. But okay, so this Khaleesi energy is still here. So we do have some White Walkers. Who are these White Walkers? Taurus. All of the opposition, all these people who was holding up their wands, beating you up and beating you down. The rulers of darkness in high places, they're puppets. They're puppets controlled by one singular mind or one singular energy, just multiplied into many different people. Okay. I think that's that. All right, so let's see. Crime. Let's do crime card. For Taurus. Bugged. Somebody listening. Somebody's listening. Stolen car. Okay. Ooh, I just heard somebody try to steal your ride. Ooh, and then that made me think your chariot. Somebody tried to steal your chariot. And what is the chariot? The Merkaba. Somebody's crown chakra. Boom. Destiny. Somebody tried to steal your destiny. Statutory rape. As a child, though, they tried to do this when you was a kid through some type of ooh wee. Didn't MK Ultra come up a while ago? Do y'all want me to read to y'all what MK came up in like 3 readings already? The reason I say this is because they talk about abductees and stuff like that being put into sexual rituals and things like that. And I don't know if y'all know this, but that's actually why we have such high levels of like incest, child molestation, rape, and stuff like that. It's mostly with the kids I'm talking about, pedophilia and stuff like that. It's because that energy is potent and pure, right? They talk about like adrenochrome and having the blood of the kids and shit like that. But across religions and belief systems, the blood of a child is powerful. Okay. So also the energy, the sacral energy would also be, because it's very innocent and pure, and it's pure, raw, creative energy. So you would also have that. Okay. And I just heard about Disney Channel. What do you want me to say about Disney Channel? That's what they do to them. That's what they do to them. They exploit them in a way, or they might have sexual traumas in the back, or sexual situations that happen in the background or behind the scenes. And that's what happens. Okay. Okay. So what about this? Try to steal your life story to take the reward for for your life. So like, remember that unexpected income, that coin that was being dropped down? Somebody tried to take your destiny or try to take your path, or claim that they had walked down that path just so that they could get that coin for money or something. So maybe there's some kind of book deal or some type of collaboration that's coming towards you, Taurus, and it's like somebody already tried to take it. Somebody already tried to say it was their story or their gift or their prize or something, right? Bugged. Because remember, somebody already knows that the last 3 groups been talking about somebody being in your psyche, watching your Akashic records, looking at your birth chart, looking at your palmistry, doing all kind of shit to try to map out what they supposed to, what they gotta say they did. They trying to get the story so they can live it or pretend to live it, thinking that that's going to get them the prize. And the prize is ascension. The prize is ascension, but they think it's money. So they're doing all of this to get the money, which they think is the prize. All right. That's interesting. Okay, let's get into our random messages. For Taurus. Let's go ahead. Spitfire. Spitfire. Spitfire means quickly. Recycle. Time to bet on me. And how about now? How about now? Okay, so like this is definitely speaking of that energy. Like, how about now? Time to bet on me? Like, are you kidding? Like crafts? Do you question my craft now? Okay, so recycle. Let me rewind that. What did you say back then? Oh, I heard somebody who was doubting me want me to do something for them. I heard somebody who don't believe in magic want me to heal them. Oh. Okay, so I feel that energy here. It's kind of cute. As long as you don't let ego take too big of a position in this situation, you're gonna be okay. It's okay to have that feeling. It's okay to even just express it, but as long as you don't let it dominate your mentality and your energy, okay? Because when you've been crowned a king, when you've been crowned king, okay, you get to celebrate being king, but then you have to move into humility so that you can adequately rule the kingdom, right? So you win, but with that winning, you have to humble yourself. So you have to humble yourself so that you can actually take the position, right? And do it efficiently. Okay. So I like that energy. How about now? I've been crowned. I'm here. I've ascended. I'm here. I got mine. I got my keys. What about you? How about you? So anyway, so that's definitely time to bet on me. What's it? That's a lyric. My lyric says, brush the chip off your shoulder. It's time to bet on me. Brush that chip off your shoulder. It's time to bet on me. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus say that too. Like, hey, no, not Jesus. Joseph in the coat of many colors. At one point, you know, he was telling them that, but not he was telling them that, but spirit was telling them that. Like, hey, y'all need to brush all that off y'all shoulder. Y'all need to dead the jealousy and the competition, dead all of that, because this person's about to take y'all somewhere or can take y'all somewhere. Dead all of the competition and craziness. That needs to go away because this person's trying to take you somewhere. So it's like, burst the chip off your shoulder. It's time to bet on me. Okay. Anyway, recycle crafts. So I do feel like maybe things that you did in the past are coming back around as truth now. And I'll say this, prophetic word. So prophetic word is a thing for you. I don't know how that's expressed for you, but it's a thing. Okay. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. Anyone? That's enough for that one. Time to bet on me. How about now? Yes. What else do we have for Taurus? Sugar mama, sugar daddy. Ooh, okay. I just feel like there's a lot of people who are going to be trying to, it's like you say, oh, I need somebody to come tie my shoes. And you got 10 people at your door trying to tie your shoes. That's how this feels right now, because it's the energy of people trying to, people who cut you out before. You can't sit with us. People who cut you out before are now like running back to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit with us. They try to isolate you and kick you out. Okay. Now, again, okay, so direct communication is happening because you are if the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. So that's what I'm hearing. Shiny things. They know. They're hearing it loud and clear, like it's ringing in their ears. We got Sagittarius energy here. Your creativity, your drive, your get it done energy, your faith in who you are, your ability to walk to cross boundaries, okay? Lines and corners, to be outside of the box, okay? Baby daddy drama, okay. That's probably tied to the whole money thing. That's probably tied to the sugar mama, sugar daddy thing, the baby daddy drama. Unexpected guests. Hope he ain't your baby mama, baby daddy, if you don't want them to. Read a book. Okay, this is part of your Akashic records. This is actually part of your contract, okay? Soul family. Yep. So it's part of your contract for this person to show up. Okay. Recognition, to give you recognition, to give you praise, to give you a gift, even. If I had one wish, yeah, this person's going to admit guilt and let you know that I don't know, skip. What's that? Skip. This person feels like they overlooked something, revealing what may have been gained had you taken another look. Okay. So this person is taking a second look and realizing they looked over something or they didn't see something initially. Fuck boy. Hell yeah. This person, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Fuck boy, fuck girl, who cares? It's this person definitely skipped over you. What did I say? Them songs that you skip on that album, they always be fire when you go back and listen to them. Flames. But it be you like it don't catch you immediately, so you don't commit to it. You know what I'm saying? It don't catch you totally, so you don't commit. And then 2 months later, you listen, you be like, I needed that 3 months ago. Like, I needed that 3 months ago. So, yeah, fuck boy. I think they want to shuffle this one more time. Oh, nope, there's some cards over here. Look, I said, oh, it's some cards over here, and it literally says cards on the table. They were just sitting right there. All right, so cards on the table and nurturing. So, yeah, I feel like a person wants to talk to you, express themselves. Now, that's this person. That person I said, is the Nine of Swords a person? Is that a person? What? Yeah, that's that person. They want to come talk to you about this and how this was created. Not just them. They've been in this energy, but I feel like you experienced this energy as well. And they want to talk to you about what part they had in you experiencing the energy. Okay. Now, I feel like you could be intuitively connected to this person, like psychically connected to this person, or have telepathy, that telepathic channel between them, you and them. So that could be something else that y'all end up talking about, because it just feels like maybe your thoughts and ideas flow through them just as easily as they flow through you. You see that? The swords in the background, they're passing through your psyche as well. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there is definitely some recognition that's coming, and it's like a jaw-dropping type of thing, because it actually it challenges a lot. It challenges a lot of perspectives and things like that. So let's go ahead and get you a Keepers of the Light card here. It challenges pre-held notions and things like that. I say pre-held. It challenges the notions that people were holding. Oh, okay, Taurus. I'm hearing something about misspeaking or saying the wrong thing. Maybe you're worried you're going to say the wrong thing, or maybe you did say something wrong and then somebody totally completely decided to discredit you at some point. I don't know what that's about. But okay, let's see. Keepers of the Lights. Mary Magdalene. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Okay. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to be able to serve in this way. Like, I'm so grateful to be able to feel powerful in an energy that is not about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so grateful, and it blows my mind, and I'm grateful for confirmations and validations from the Most High. I'm so grateful that I don't have to seek it from other people anymore. I'm just so grateful, and I hope that you are in the same energy where you are now feeling that that you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the universe, by God, by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, and that validation don't need to come from nowhere else, okay? Because validation from God is the most rewarding and fulfilling validation you could ever freaking experience, okay? That's what I hope that you learn to experience, Taurus. I hope that you come to this understanding if you're not already here. I hope that that's something that you come to understand and believe in your soul. Okay, we have Mary Magdalene, because I talked about her. I talked about Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary of Jesus in the beginning of this reading, okay? And here she is, like, yes, I was there, okay? I was there, okay? As a support, I was taking care of him. I was taking care of you during this journey. I was mothering you and nurturing you when people were coming up against you. When they wounded you, I came to help you heal that wound, to maintain compassion. That's what I came to do. I came to make sure you knew that when everybody else was up against you, you still had somebody there for you, okay? That's what Mary Magdalene came for when you were, as you're going through this journey. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you, which is exactly what she told you. I don't know that she said that to Jesus, but in her support and in her actions that she took to take care of him during that journey, she told him, I know that you have a divine message to share, and I know you have a divine purpose, and I'm going to do what's in my power, or what I know to do, to serve you and help you get there. Right now, she didn't push him forward, but the support that was provided, the faith in him that was provided, that is what allowed him to make it to the cross. That is what allowed him to make it through. Okay. It's not validation. It's God aligning people in your life who have the eyes to see you, the heart to feel you, okay, the soul to receive you, okay, so that you know that your mission is a thing and it can be done, okay. That's how God works with us. Lady Portia is showing up as well. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yes. And on the bottom of the deck, I'd be remiss not to say, it says an important lesson is unfolding. And this says Dharma unfolding. Okay. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Dharma is that happiness, or the sense of happiness that's cultivated from escaping the matrix. Okay. Okay. All right. So Lady Portia, divine order. Yeah, she's coming with a higher level understanding too. So these women, this feminine energy is really polarizing you, depolarizing you, and allowing you to see how you were nurtured through this journey, because I get a feeling that you are very aware of the tough shit that you was going through. But I think the ladies are coming up to remind you that there was a gentle energy here with you always. And although I'm seeing, that picture you used to see in your grandma's house, the footprints. It was the story of like the man seeing only one set of footprints, and he was like, where were you when I was going through this, and where were you when I was going through that? And it was like, oh, those times when you only see one set of footprints, that's when I was carrying you. Right? That's when I was carrying you. Okay. And so not them wasn't your feet, them was my feet, and I had you on the way to my back. Okay. So, or had you wait on my back. All right. I love that energy that's coming through. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so then we have Melchizedek. Melchizedek is here when it comes to higher learning. So Mary Magdalene knows that you're here to teach a lesson. Melchizedek said, baby, I got it. You get over here to see me, and I got you. You're going to get all of these keys, and you're going to go out and serve. And so that's what happened when Jesus got on that cross, and that's what God said, get here to me. Okay. And so he did. He got up on that cross, and he was up there. And what did he do? He ascended after 3 days. He ascended, and he went up to join God in heaven, right? Ascended. He joined himself with the collective conscious, with unity conscious, and he decided that his sacrifice for humanity had been that he had decided that he was okay with being that sacrifice for humanity. Okay, this is not martyr vibes. Okay, this is not martyr vibes. This is divine mission vibes. Okay, so he understood his mission. Okay, he got on the cross. He died, right? He died to self and his own motives and his own thoughts and his human suffering. He died to all that, and he allowed his higher consciousness and his higher mission, his angelic mission, to come into play. Okay, so it says, you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So you are likely in this journey. Obviously, we're in this journey of ascension, right? It says that one, I feel like a teacher is showing up for you. If you feel like you've been seeking, then a teacher is getting ready to show up for you, or has recently, and maybe you just haven't identified them as a teacher. Okay. So I do love that energy. Melchizedek is also about like sacred geometry, sacred geometry and things like that. Okay. All right. They want you guys to have a fractal sacred geometry, right? All right. So let's see what a fractal does for you all. And I only have one. Which one? Let's take that one. Okay. I'll be trying not to think too hard. Like, just give me the one. Ooh. Looks like not the uterus. Oh, wait. Okay, so it looks like a portal. Cervix. It looks like the cervix to me. I don't know. That's what that looks like to me. Okay. Is this the right card? The right book? No. These cards don't have words on them. They just have numbers and pictures. I like that though. So it is a service. Look at that. It says, the card says receiving. So you pregnancy came up in the beginning of this reading, but I don't know. Energetically, you are beginning to draw in the loving people you need to help move you forward on your path and in your life. These people offer you both emotional and spiritual support so that you may see and feel your own value in the world. Remember, you have just as much of a positive effect in their lives as they do in yours. While what you have to give is very important, it is just as important that you allow yourself to receive too. In doing so, you are creating a beautiful energy exchange of growth and support for all. I just want to cry. I honestly feel myself I want to cry right now, because this just is just blowing my mind how, yeah. This is so beautifully healing, okay, on so many levels. Not just for me, but I hope that you're receiving this energy as well, and can find healing in it, because it definitely is beautiful. It just feels beautiful. All right, so I'm also picking up on the flower of life energy here too. So I mean, it's giving me very much spring, summer, vagina, feminine energy vibes. It's giving me a lot of beautiful vibes, okay? Energetically beautiful. Your crown and your third eye is connected to your heart space, and that is the most beautiful, beautiful connection, because that means every thought is of love, or it can be transmuted into love very easily. Okay, every feeling that you have in your heart, it means that you're living a heart-centered experience now. You're living a heart-centered experience now. And so in order to keep that balance and to keep you from dipping into lower levels of vibration anymore, you'll need to make sure you're open to receive when people want to give. She's in the portal as well. Look at that. It's like a feminine portal as well. All right. I'm grateful. Ashay, that's it for y'all, Taurus. Oh my gosh, an hour. Okay. Peace. In the video. They don't want to leave, y'all.